This video is going to discuss 3 steps that you should take in the event that you're hurt at work in Pennsylvania. My name is Frank Lafferty. I am a partner with the law firm of Norfleet and Lafferty. We represent workers' compensation claimants and Social Security disability applicants. If you're hurt in Pennsylvania on the job, the first thing that you should do is provide notice to your employer. You should provide notice to your direct supervisor or someone in human resources. Let them know how you were hurt, the body part you were injured, and that you, if need be, have to seek medical attention. You want to make sure that you're telling somebody in authority at work as opposed to just a coworker, because you do have a notice requirement that is placed on the injured worker. Specifically, you would have 120 days from the date of the injury to provide notice, but sometimes with conditions like mesothelioma or some other type of injury like that, you would have 120 days from the date that you discovered that you had the injury or illness. Nevertheless, it's most prudent and best practice to tell your direct supervisor or human resources the day of the injury. The second thing that you need to know is that you should go seek medical treatment immediately. In Pennsylvania, again, you have to treat with what's known as the panel physician. There should be a list of panel physicians or employer doctors somewhere on site, and they will give you the name and address of the doctors that you will need to see. Workers' compensation claimants in Pennsylvania do have the obligation to treat with these doctors for the first 90 days following their injury. After 90 days, you can certainly go see the doctor of your choice, provided, of course, that they will accept the workers' compensation insurance as payment. In the event that you go see a non-panel doctor within those first 90 days, you do run the risk that the insurance company will not be paying for those medical bills. So it's important that you at least establish that within the first 90 days that you're going to be treating with those panel physicians. The third thing that we like to tell our clients is to keep a diary. From the date of the first injury to your reporting the injury, all the way through the treatment up until the time that we meet with them. It's always beneficial to have a running diary of what has happened. Who did you tell, in what manner? Did you write it down? Did you fill out an incident report? Did you just provide verbal notice? If you hurt your back, for example, what were some of the symptoms? Was it localized only to your low back? Was it radiating down into your buttocks or possibly your groin area? Things along those lines. You think you're going to remember some of these important details because the work injury is so shocking. And then you find out that maybe you're not the best historian, you have a lot going on, you're nervous about the process. It's very helpful to then have all of that documentation that you did as things were happening. And in the long run, it will certainly be beneficial to you, and ultimately, if you need an attorney, to your attorney in trying to recreate precisely what you had gone through. So those are the 3 things that you should do right out of the gate. Let's keep in mind that the employer does have 21 days in which to accept or deny your claim. So you may have about 3 weeks where you're going to have some uncertainty. In another video, we'll talk about the 3 different forms that a workers' compensation insurer may issue to accept your claim, and each of the rights that will be attached to those documents or types of acceptances. We will also talk about the consequences of receiving a workers' compensation denial and what steps you should take in the event that that is what you receive rather than an acceptance of your claim. So I hope this was helpful. This was just a quick overview of 3 steps that you should take in the event that you're hurt on the job in Pennsylvania. My name is Frank Lafferty. I'm a partner with the law firm of Norfleet and Lafferty. If you have any questions, whether they're general or specific, you can certainly feel free to email me at fjl@norlaflaw.com. Sometimes we will actually incorporate some of the emails we get into future videos, or you can certainly feel free to contact me directly at my office at 717-737-7574. I hope this may have answered some questions. If not, please dig into the rest of our video catalog here, where we are trying to answer as many questions as possible about the workers' compensation process as well as the Social Security disability process.